everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Jess, and we are doing my skincare awards this whole month. I mean, we've been doing, I think I started in December, and we've been kind of just trekking on through doing different skincare awards for different categories. And today's video is going to be all about my favorite moisturizers of 2018. Now, these don't necessarily mean the new releases for 2018. These are just products that I used in 2018 that I returned to over and over again, and that I highly recommended to my family, to you guys, and I love these products. So I also like to put a little twist in there and say that out of all these products, if I only had to choose one, there would be a winner, and that's the one I would choose. So kind of that's where the awards come in. Also, I just want to let you know that I will be 30 next month, and so I have, early signs of aging and also I have normal to dry skin, and so that's kind of where I'm at. So these products have worked really well for me, and I hope that you'll find something really useful in these reviews. Alright, so for moisturizers, the thing that I like to look for in a moisturizer is really something that is simple but will stay on my face for the whole night. I do use a moisturizer sometimes in the morning time, but I usually look to sunscreens in my morning routine to kind of be the final step in my skincare routine that seals everything in and doesn't allow for the hydration for the other products to kind of leave my skin. So these are mainly products that I've used in the evening, and I do have two categories. The first category is a lightweight moisturizer that I used in the evening for the warmer months, and then a heavier weight that I use in the cooler months. So I do try to find three that if I did find three that I kind of went to over and over again, then I will let you know. But for the heavier one, I only had two that really stood out to me, and those are the ones that I'll be sharing. Okay, so for the first product here, it is Belief's Moisturizing Balm. And I did discover this actually in 2017, but I just didn't find anything in 2018 that really replaced it. So this moisturizing cream I first heard from Stephanie Nicole, and it's her favorite, and it's been her favorite for years. And so if you don't take my word, go and watch her video. But the reason I love this is it's more of like a creamy mask almost that I leave on at night. It has a really nice light fragrance, if any. It doesn't really have added synthetic perfume or anything in it, but it does have some natural oils that are creating the scent. This has really great occlusives in it, so it's going to just kind of seal everything in. And it has a really long ingredient list, but even with the long ingredient list, I find that I've never really had any breakouts from this, and this feels so comfortable on my skin. It is a little bit heavy, because that's why I like to use it in the winter months. So if you don't really like the feeling of something on your face, like on your pillow and things like that, you may not like this one as much, but they do make a lighter weight one that I think is very good. But this one for me is really great because I can put it on at night and know that when I wake up in the morning, it's still going to be on my face. And I like that because if I use other products that I've tried out all year, I haven't just used this one, I've tried other ones out, but when I wake up, my skin feels a little bit tight, or just not very moisturized at all, which means that the other products just weren't very long lasting. And so I'm looking for something long lasting, especially in the winter time when I can really be prone to dry skin. And this has really done a great job, even last year in 2017 and also this year in 2018. So really enjoy this. And in the Christmas time, they come out with, we can get this plus a couple other products for the same price. So I like to pick one up during the Sephora VIB sale for that. But has comfrey leaf in it and a lot of other ingredients. But like I said, I'm not really looking for a fancy ingredient list when it comes to my moisturizer. I'm just looking for something that's going to stay on my skin all night. But I did get to try something this year that I'm really glad I got to. I know there's a lot of hype around it, and I think for good reason, and that is Drunk Elephant's Lala Retro Whipped Cream. And it kind of feels silly just holding up a little tiny sample of it, but I have used 3 of these before. A lot of times Sephora will have this as a 100-point perk, or in their little kits or something. And so especially with 100-point perks, I will kind of use my 100-point perks on these, and so that way I don't have to get the big one because it is quite expensive. But I do think if I do run out of these that it would be worth it, because I think this is a really great sensitive skin heavy moisturizer. It does the same thing as far as the Belief does, where it just stays on my face all night, even with my face on my pillowcase. I just really love how comfortable this is. I do like this not only for the simplicity of sealing everything in, but I also really like it for soothing and healing. I brought this with me when I went on a trip and I was in the airplane, and my skin got a little bit dehydrated in the airplane, and I also feel like I got some kind of burn. You know, I was at the beach. I don't know if it was a burn or something, where I felt like my skin was a little bit angry. And so I used this on it, and it felt instantly like soothing and really restoring back its healthy, fatty, nutritive, that's not a word, just healthiness back to my skin. And so I think I would trust this more than Beliefs when it comes to that, because of all of the different essential oils and things that are in the Belief ingredient list. This is quite simple. Drunk Elephant is very tailored towards, you know, cutting out all of the fluff that you don't really need. And so I really do look to this not only for a sealing type of step, but especially for like healing and soothing. It's a little treat, which I don't mind them being in this little thing. I think it's super cute, and it is like my little treat. So a little bit of this goes a long way too. One of these lasts me a month. I mean, I don't use it every single night because I'll interchange them, but it does last quite a while. You only need a little swipe. So I like it. I like how small it is. So with that being said, I just have two, because like I said, I tried a bunch of other ones out in these winter months, and they just evaporate or rub off or just aren't enough for my skin. My skin drinks it in. I don't know exactly the scientific reason for it, but for some reason, those are the only two products that really stuck out to me and that I could really trust. So I think though, if I had to only choose one, I would choose the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro because of the other added benefit to it. Now, if I were on a really tight budget, or not just a tight budget, but if I were just had limited resources for skincare, I may not feel like I need this in my skincare wardrobe, because I could find maybe something that would be soothing and healing that I could use underneath a sealant type of moisturizer, if that makes sense. But with where I am in my life right now, and if I decided to just really invest, not use any other moisturizers, and invest my money into something that not only really stays on all night for me, but also is really great for healing and restoring, that's why I would invest in this one. Okay, so now for lightweight moisturizers. These are ones that I will use in the spring and summertime, or when I go on vacation in hotter climates. But I also have used one of these in the wintertime, and it does an okay job if it's kind of a balmy winter day. Sometimes in Michigan it's not always snowstorms in the wintertime. Sometimes, like today, it's like 40 degrees and rainy in January. So that night our heat won't be on, and I won't be as dry, and I may not need something super thick. So for that, I actually really like the Belief Aqua Balm. I mentioned before how if you don't really like something super thick like the moisturizing balm, I really like this Aqua Balm for the summertime. It has a little bit different of a consistency. This one has more of a like thinner, kind of really smooth, and almost like a primer. It's really neat. I would really recommend go into a Sephora and try some out on your hand. Don't put anything skincare on your face from there, but try some out on your hand, and you can kind of feel the difference between the two. But I really enjoy this. I've never bought a full size of it. I know I only have this little sample, but I've used about 5 of these little samples, because again, these show up quite frequently in Sephora 100-point perks and other type of kits. So I really like this Aqua Balm. It has comfrey leaf and other ingredients in it, kind of like the moisturizing balm. I've recommended it to my family members and they really like it too, so it's a good one. However, I have found a good dupe for that if you feel like you don't really want to spend the 30-something on one. The Simple brand, this hydrating gel cream, is really similar as far as the final feel of things. It may feel a little bit different going on. It has a little bit different ingredients, but Simple is really great. It has simple ingredients, as their name implies. I even like this more for people with sensitive skin due to the fact that they really try to cut out all different fragrances and essential oils and things that could be irritating to sensitive skin, but it leaves that similar smooth feeling, and it stays on all night in the warmer months for me, but it doesn't feel suffocating. It just feels kind of nice and airy. So yeah, this is a really great one, similar to the Belief Aqua Balm, but it is more simple and more affordable. Last moisturizer I'm going to talk about, it's been around for a while. I know it's like my aunt's favorite. Many people love it, and this is the SaraV Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This is the ultra lightweight one, and it's PM. And PM just means that it doesn't have sunscreen in it. You can use this in the daytime. I have used it many times in the daytime, but again, like most of my moisturizers, I mainly use it at night. So this one is the thinnest of the three, but if I use a couple pumps and if it's really warm out that day or something, you know, it does work in the summertime. It's just not as much of a nice sealing moisturizer, but it does have really great ingredients in it. For a moisturizer, it has niacinamide, which is a great brightening skincare ingredient, which is another reason why I think it's good for both morning and night. So it also has ceramides in it and hyaluronic acid, so it's a really good affordable moisturizer, I think, but it's not one, at least for my normal to dry skin, it's not something that I can trust that will be the best at night. But maybe if you have normal to oily, or if you live in a warm climate, I don't know, or if you don't like something really thick on your face and you don't really need something to be there when you wake up, I definitely recommend this. And it was something in 2018 that I used quite a bit, and that's why it's in the awards. So I wonder if you could guess, if I just had to choose one, which one would it be? I would choose the Simple Gel Cream, hydrating gel cream, because of the simplicity of it and the availability of it. I do like Belief's Aqua Balm, but I think once I run out of the ones that I have, which I have a couple of the little small ones, I think I won't be repurchasing them or getting them anymore, because I know I can have this in the summertime and I really enjoy it. I hope they don't discontinue it. All the Water Boost line that I've tried from them is really good. I do plan on actually making a whole video on the Simple products, but yes, if I just had to choose one lightweight, good nighttime moisturizer, this would be it. So for 2019, these would be the two winners for me. And let me know in the comments below if you've found something in the wintertime that stays on your face the whole night. It'd be nice to have something a little bit more budget friendly. I don't know, but I'm okay with my winners for sure, but I would love to hear if you guys have found anything that's similar to the Lala Retro. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I would love if you considered subscribing to my channel. I post videos here all about skincare and beauty and makeup, and sometimes do chatty get ready with me's, which I do plan on doing soon. I have an anniversary coming up of my most important trip that I've ever taken my whole life, a 6-month trip to Australia and Thailand and Cambodia that I plan on doing a chatty get ready with me on, because it's my 10-year anniversary for that. I haven't been back there since then, but it was the trip of a lifetime and I'm so glad I did it. So I'd love to kind of share with you guys things that I learned, things that I did, and put on my makeup while I am talking about that. So that will be probably in February, but I'm also planning on continuing this award series for a couple more videos on my favorite products, and so I'd love for you to stick around and consider subscribing, like these videos if you like these kind of videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.